about to go downtown.
Downtown K.
Downtown. You about to go downtown.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to another week's episode of Downtown Music. Don't waste no time with negativity. Now, tonight we got in the building. We got none other than Toronto, Baby Marky. What's good?
How's it going?
So let everyone know a little bit of like who you are, where you rep for. We're just gonna hop right into it.
Basically grew up in North York. And I moved downtown when I was like 19. So I just been like, I started out hosting parties and stuff like that when I first moved downtown. So that's how I met like a lot of the people and like got into like the music scene kind of. And like I like was freestyling at parties, doing stuff like that. And then a lot of people were telling me like, like rapping, freestyling at parties and stuff. So like people started to tell me like, oh, you should make music, but I didn't really know what approach I wanted to take with it. So I kind of just waited it out until like.
You mean like what your sound would be, or like how serious you would take it?
Yeah, well, like just like what my sound would be, because I didn't really want to like rush in and just like start recording things and like releasing music that I didn't really like know if that's really what I wanted my image to be.
Facts.
So I kind of like stood back for a while and just. So.
Sorry, you stood back for a while and.
I worked on releasing music. Like I've over the last year, pardon?
Oh, sorry. I was just asking you to repeat what you said because it like froze for a second. So I wanted to make sure everyone was like hearing everything you were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying that like I had to like step back for a little bit and just like watch everyone else make music and like do all these different things in the scene before. Yeah, just so I could like have the right approach when I came at it, because I didn't really want to like, rush into it. So, but now that I like took that extra time and like stood back, I kind of know like what I want my sound to be and what direction I want to go in with it. So it's kind of a good decision.
That's dope.
Yeah.
You like that. So your newest track that you just dropped is Alone, slapper.
Yeah.
And I just want to rock out to it for a bit with your permission, because like people need to hear Wild Glad.
Yeah, let's listen to it.
Let's go.
I remember long nights I was spending on the road. No one showed me love, I was on my own. Wandering the streets, I had nowhere to go. I ain't had no jacket, I was sleeping in a cold. Snow, every day is 4 a.m. with another hole, And people always with me, but I still feel alone. Change your mind now. And if she tryna slime me,
they don't get no more. They gotta go on all streaming platforms and stream that right now. Baby Marky,
go stream it.
Alone. Yo, track is hard. The track is hard. It's hard.
Thank you.
What was just the mind space of how Alone came about? Obviously, feeling alone, but like.
Yeah, it was just more like, I don't know, like I said before, like I was like hosting a lot of parties and stuff like that. So like I always have like so much people around me, like whatever, turning up, doing their own thing, like a lot of shit going on. But I don't know, sometimes like I can't really relate to people on like certain levels, you know what I mean? So it's just like kind of feels like I can't really talk to people about certain things. So like that gives me like a feeling of loneliness and shit. So that's where I was just like, I don't know, I wanted to like translate that into a song. So like honestly, it more came from the beat. Like when I heard the beat, I was like,
you knew what you wanted to say.
The tempo and stuff of it. I was like, yeah, like that's when it kind of came to me. I was like, okay, I want to make a song about this. Like mostly like that's how a lot of my tracks are made. Like I can have like a certain feeling or like a certain situation or something like, and then like I just feel like I could express it better through a song, So
is it fucked up for me to say like the song is depressing, but like it's a bop. Like you're dancing, but like low-key, you're on the track saying like, niggas, I am alone. Like I did not have, it's not even funny, but like I didn't have a coat in the winter. Like fam, that's not like that's not a cute life. And niggas need to know, like, Toronto is not as green grass and free healthcare as people think it is over here.
Yeah, everyone thinks it's just, you know, sunshine and rainbows, but it's not really all that.
Yeah. So in
You
terms
definitely
of
got to
like,
work to it.
exactly. So in terms of like your catalog, because obviously Alone is not the only track you had, and I was going through it, I was like, yo, you definitely, now you're explaining, you took the time to kind of cultivate a sound for yourself. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I definitely hear that. When it comes to now artists that you consider your top 5 hip hop artists, who would you say is in your top 5? Let's go.
Top 5 hip hop artists. That's a hard one. I definitely have to say MF Doom.
Jeez.
I like Joey Badass is fire.
Jeez.
Action Bronson is good.
Jeez.
Who else?
Yo, you're tripping me up right now. Like, look at you, listen at you. I would not think you're coming this heavy.
No, yeah, that's what I like to listen to. Like, I don't know, I listen to everything,
him
but
in action. They're
yeah,
shit over there for real.
yeah, they're sick with it.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know who else. I like Tyler the Creator. I like how he's like grown as an artist. He's really sick. I don't know. Damn, number 5.
Jeez.
I don't know.
You're not a whole fan?
Yeah, I like JayZ, but honestly, I like Kanye more, to be honest.
Why do you think?
I don't know, like just like not even like just music wise. Like music wise, like JayZ I think has more accolades in music, but when like just all together as a person, like I just like Kanye West. He's just an interesting person. So
I feel you.
Yeah.
All right, that's a hard list. That is a super hard list. You didn't stick. You didn't take too long on that one. So I know that came from the heart.
Yeah.
No, that's a dope list. So when you think of artists like MF Doom and what he represented for his time, and just, you know, the whole thing of like the mask and the spitting and just the whole thing, like what do you get from that to bring into 2021? Because
I just think honestly, like it's crazy how he had so many different personas like within music. Like I don't know, like Victor Vaughn, and just like MF Doom, and like all these different alter egos that he would use to make music, and like they're all of them have like a good enough catalog to be their own artist, you know? Like
facts.
Like just one of his personas has like an accolades that like one artist can get like in their life, you know? Like
Facts.
So that's why I think it's like super admirable. And I don't know. I just really think I don't know, I just think the way he approaches songs is crazy. Like it's different.
So different. Yeah, for real. What is something that, like one of those songs, it doesn't have to be MF Doom, but like what is just a track in general that you could say, yo, anytime you hear this track or play this track, like it sets like a proper energy around you?
Um
Or like no matter what's going on, you play this track. I personally like to call it my happy song.
Yeah. I would say MF Doom Whole Cakes for sure.
Jeez.
I like that song. That song's tough.
Jeez.
And it's kind of like really like, I don't know, the lyrics are just crazy and the beat's like super basic but hard.
Which one is it?
Whole Cakes?
Cold Case? I'm gonna listen to that after.
Yeah, Whole Cakes.
Hold Cakes.
Nah, Whole, like HOE Cakes.
Oh shit. I wrote down cold case. So it's whole cakes.
Yeah, Whole Cakes.
I would have never found that song. All right, good. Thank you. So when it comes to like your creative process and putting these tracks together now, like did someone send you beats? Do you have like a really good relationship with one specific producer? Like how is just your whole vibe and energy in that setting of just like creating?
Honestly, it differs from track to track, but like for the most part, like I'll get one of like the producers I work with to send me like 3-4 beats, and then like I'll look over them and like pick the ones I like, or even like just the one I like, and then I'll like listen to it over and over again and think of like try and get an idea of like something the beat brings to my head, and then I'll like work from there and try and expand on that. Like first I'll like start out by making like expanding the idea into a hook, and then once I have the hook, I'll start to like make verses and like expand the idea even further and get more in depth in the verses.
Do you still believe in that structure, like for songs, that it has to be like verse, hook, verse?
No, I don't think it has to. Like I have a lot of stuff that's like really like unorthodox that has like just whatever. Like I'll just throw in like even like 2 bars will be like like I'll make the hook like only like 2 bars, you know, like I'll say something and then like just like go into like a verse and then like come back and just say the 2 bars again and then go back in. Like I don't know, like the structure I don't really think is as like important as the vibe is. I feel like the vibe of the song is like more important than the actual structure of it, you know, like if someone could like bop to it and like feel good about listening to it, that matters more than like the actual like way you built it up.
For real, because it's like a whole experience.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, like I could just tell you a story like just straight through the headphones, and like if you enjoy what you're hearing, it doesn't really matter if it's like verse hook, you know, like if you want to hear more, then it's doing the right job. So
legit. So when it comes to now, just the vision that you have for Baby Marky moving forward and what you see happening, or what you what you see happening, period, because we're manifesting out here.
Of course.
What are you open to sharing? Like
I just like what I've been going for right now with like the image is like just to be like, I don't know, kind of like stray away from like the stuff that you see every day, you know, like there's so much people that make music like in Toronto alone, and like a lot of like the visuals and like the songs, like they're kind of like similar, and like I don't know, like you can tell that people just like kind of bite off of each other's ideas and stuff like that.
Legit.
But like I want to just like do different stuff, like just do stuff that's original, or like just make ideas with my friends and then like do that instead of like trying to like, I don't know, put my friends in like an Airbnb and make a music video and just do that, you know, like I could do that any day of the week, but it's just like it's boring, you know, like people seen that 100 times. So I'd rather just like try and go outside of the box and just like do something that no one else is doing. So like, I don't know, like the next video that I'm releasing is like really gonna showcase that, you know, like really gonna separate like the way my videos are from the way other people's videos are.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, I don't know, it's a lot of the same stuff you see.
Facts. I'm excited to see what you have coming. That sounds promising. And
yeah,
it sounds
I'm excited to,
because like I see you more as like the newer generation in a sense. So
yeah,
as I said, you guys already have a different mindset and outtake of like the world. So I could tell by like the graphic designs you choose for like the artwork and stuff. Like that's why I'm like, okay, I know it's gonna be on some fly shit.
yeah, I'm just trying to like, you know, I'm just trying to do it different, like, because I've seen everyone how they do their stuff, you know, like, and I just recently started making music like within like the last year and a half, like 2 years, like actually taking it seriously, you know. So like, I just like, yeah, I don't know, I just want to make everything exactly how I want it.
Hey, it sounds like you're a perfectionist, as most artists are. But yo, I feel like you're never gonna be happy with it. You're never gonna feel like the song is finished.
Yeah, I know. I feel that. Like, there's always times when I listen to stuff and I'm like, oh, I could have did it this way, you know. But that's what makes it exciting to make new music, because you could like just use those ideas and just like rework them to another song, like flow changes or like breaks, different like hook ideas, like stuff like that. You could just always use those ideas and just, you know, manifest them into something else and just manipulate it in a different way.
That is very true. That is very true. Now, when it comes to like, you, of course, have been a part of, as you said, hosting parties, putting parties together. So being from Toronto, does that like mean anything to you now, breaking out into this space? Is it something that you feel like...
it's been really like beneficial for me, because like people already know me like for just hosting parties and just know that like I'm part of like that community type thing. So like when I started making music, people like accepted it really well, you know. They were just like, oh, like people just wanted to, like, they were interested, you know. They wanted to see what the sound was, what it was like. So like, I don't know, it's been pretty good. Like, I'm happy that I already had those connections like before I started to make music, just because it made it a lot easier transitioning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been good.
Oh, that's sick. That's sick. So who are some artists that you could see yourself collabing with? Like if you had a dream list of people that you would want to collab with.
Um,
And it doesn't matter, they don't have to be like strictly just hip hop.
I don't know, to be honest. I really like for producers, I feel like I like Pierre Bourne. Pierre Bourne's really fire. Like I feel like his style of beats like could match like my style of music, you know? So I
Pure.
feel like he's really yeah, he's really sick. Artist wise, I don't know, to be honest. Like mostly like the artists that I work with them like after I meet them and I figure out that I can kind of like actually vibe with them. I don't really just like take like features from people that are just like DMing me and stuff like that. Like I'd rather meet you and know what you're about before I just like, you know, create something with you.
Is there like a reason behind that? Because I know some people are just like, I'll collab with whoever. Like,
Yeah, well, like I don't know. The thing is too is like in Toronto, there's so much politics, you know. So you don't want to just be like collabing with random people that you don't know what their whole story is, because like people will look at you the same way they look at them if you're standing beside them, you know. So it's just
see what you're saying.
yeah.
To be honest, like I just forgo all the politics. Like I really don't care. Like I show love.
Yeah, me too. I just rather not get involved in stuff I don't have to, you know. So
I know it's different for you, definitely, because where like where you are, and like I know being a young Black man, like I know it's different. The stakes are very much higher for you than are for me, so I don't discredit that at all. But like for me running this platform, like I made it very clear from the jump and even up till now, like I don't rep no hood, I rep like the city, you know. And that's really important because people need to know it's okay to come here. And I remember hearing like, I want to say sometime around last year that like certain labels were kind of timid or nervous to sign certain people from Toronto because how they felt like with the violence and just like all the shit going on. When it comes to being signed or like independent, that whole conversation, where do you stand on it?
Well, like I can kind of see where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like I don't know, music. Like not only does it speak for itself, it kind of is its own thing, you know. Like at the end of the day, you got to be able to separate an artist from their music. You know what I mean? Like even though like they're like you can't have an artist music without the artist themselves. Like sometimes like their lifestyle and like the music they make is not always like on the same. I don't know. Like it's not just. I don't know. It's like how Melly is. You know, like how Melly went to jail for like killing his friend and all that stuff. But like his music is still great music. You know, it's just like I don't know. A lot of people are just a victim of their circumstances or like where they grew up and stuff. So you can't blame them, you know, for this stuff that happens to them.
I agree.
It's a lot that goes on, you know. So
I agree. And we're both born and raised from the city, so definitely
yeah.
I know we're on the same page with that.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of like I'll accept it. I'll accept it because it's the truth. It's the reality. Like even though we want it to be better and stuff to be easier, and it's just the reality of it. So I'm not sure if you're familiar. Back in the day, Toronto, there used to be a show or place downtown, Speaker's Corner, but it was a space where like it was way back. Probably you weren't even like alive yet, to be honest. But
yeah, I don't know.
It was way back, and it was like no worries. It was like a telephone booth, and the telephone booth, like anyone could go in there, put in a loonie. You could like rap, sing, break up with someone, try to get with someone. Like people just go in and they would like show clips of it literally on TV. Yeah.
That's
on CP24, like late at night. It was like a CP24 kind of like after hours thing.
Yeah, no, I never seen that before.
Drunk people, literally, if you go on YouTube, you're gonna see the people and be like, yo, this is fucking Toronto. This is right by there, but like, yo, city's lit. So
I'm gonna go take it in. I'm gonna check it out.
No, it's hilarious. But basically, for us, we have now a segment called Downtown Speaker. And that is essentially just that energy where it doesn't have to be related to anything we're speaking on, but anything that you feel like is a PSA that you want to just put out there, anything you want to say or get off your chest, or like whatever comes to mind. So what is Baby Marky's Downtown Speaker?
I mean, honestly, like, just be true to yourself. So that's my main thing. It's just, do what makes you happy. Like, there's a lot of people that are just, I don't know, worried about what other people are thinking about them and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know. Just,
Facts.
do you live in the moment. You could, life is, it's not guaranteed, you can go at any time. So just enjoy yourself.
1,000. So 1,000. So what are some of like the things that, are you into any of like the tech-based stuff when it comes to the music business? Like, when I talk about this NFT stuff, any of that?
I'm kind of like learning about it. I'm not really like into it. Like, I don't know that much about it, but I'm kind of like trying to ease myself in because it's always good to have more knowledge and less knowledge. But
Facts.
I don't know. I'm gonna try and like learn more about it. I don't really like quite grasp the whole idea of it yet, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah, like just the whole like crypto thing in general, I feel like for artists, like this is a great time for you guys to get into something where like it's still attainable before all the like, you know what I mean? All the shit happens.
Yeah.
Or it's at a point where it's just like fuck, like you should have done it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a way to like just get creative because we watch a whole bunch of sci-fi futuristic type movies and shit, but like that shit's actually coming. So
Yeah.
when you think about the music space like that, I feel like the possibilities are so like endless.
Yeah, there's so much new stuff coming out like every day.
Legit.
Like
Jim
in
Jones.
every field, and like I don't know, it's just crazy. Shit advances like in 1 year we do stuff that would take us like 10 years before, Now it's just like it's just moving like a mile a minute.
Legit. I want to know, like, what is one of your favorite things about just being a part of the music space and being able to put your music out there?
Um,
What do
I
you
like
enjoy about it?
I like the networking, like making new relationships. I met like a lot of cool people through making music. That's pretty sick. Um, I also just like how like when you make music, it's just like an easy way to like you can kind of like put your feelings into like like into like a track or like whatever, like put your ideas into a song and just like show everyone at once. You don't really have to like be preaching to like 1,000 people. You can just kind of show people how you feel, like,
Facts.
and they can just take it in or not take it in. It's up to them.
Facts. Do you feel like pressure just to be on top in that space, or are you just taking your time and like
I take my time, but I don't know. I also like do really like I have like a good work ethic, like when I want to work, like I could just like like block everything else out and just like go hard. Like I can like go to the studio like 5-6 days in a row, and like have no problems with that. But it's just like at the same time, I gotta like make sure the quality of the music is the most important thing, It's like not just how much music I can make. It's just like if I can make like 5 good songs, it's better than me making 20 songs that, that I'm not gonna ever use. So
that's very true.
Yeah, that's what I've been like trying to like master. Cause like when I first started making music, I would kind of like just go to the studio and just like whatever, just like start from there and just work on what I have, like just like listen to a beat, try and write something for it. But like as we're like now, I like get the beats first, thinking of an idea, and then like I'll write down either like a hook or like a hook in one verse, and then like I'll bring that and then like record that and then work from there.
No, that's good. Like I always like to know kind of what the process is for different artists because everybody has their own way of doing things, and then we just get to hear the final product. But I know there's so much more that like goes into it behind the scenes before we actually.
For sure. It's like, especially with videos and stuff like that. Like with music, it's like you just need you and the engineer. As long as you have like the artist and the engineer, you can make good music. Like that's it. But when it comes to like a video, you need like the videographer. You need people to do lighting. You need like extras. You need to like rent cars. You need to like do a whole bunch of different things, which is like, that's where like there's so much moving parts that like it becomes difficult to like keep everything like tight knit and managed, You
so, realize 10% of it is the song and 90% of it is all the other shit.
Yeah.
Just to get the song out there.
Yeah, making the music is not like is not really the hard part. It's just like getting it, like marketing it properly and like making a good video and like your timing, like all that. So
No, that's
kind of,
a real fact. I hope people
yeah.
like really listen to the free game that you just gave. You gave a lot of free game in this interview, but you gave a lot of game. So I hope they really listen. What is the
Hope so.
importance to you like on having a team or a solid team? I know you kind of like hinted on it, but
it's always good to be like, I don't know, just to have people looking out for you, you know, like just simple things like, I don't know, like if someone hears that, like, I don't know, like if you're in a room with someone and they say, oh, like I just opened a studio, you know, like I'm looking for artists to give them free time, you know, just to promote my studio. And like one of my friends would be like, oh, yo, you should like link Marky, you know, like things like that, you know, like people that do
jeez,
stuff like that and just like look
legit,
out for you and like just actually have your back. Like that's
legit.
important because you can't like, you can only do so many things, you know, you're only one person. So it's good to have more than one set of eyes, you know?
Exactly. No, that's a real fact. So Baby Marky, I need you to let everyone know where they can find you, where they can support you. And also I'm normalizing how you prefer to like be approached.
Yeah, like you can find me on Instagram at one baby Marky. All like my links are in my bio to like my music and stuff like that.
Can't find
Or
you
you can
now.
go Apple Music, Spotify. You can search Baby Marky. Yeah, that's like the easiest ways to find me.
You said
And
it was one, you said it was one baby?
one baby Marky for Instagram.
Found you. All right.
And then on Apple Music and Spotify, it's just Baby Marky.
Yes. Sick. Sick. And
Same with SoundCloud.
how do you prefer to be approached?
Honestly, like whatever's cool, you know, like just don't run up on me, but you know, I mean, like anything is
No, none
cool.
of
Like,
that. Downtown, don't waste no time in negativity. None of
yeah,
that. None of that. None of that. All right.
you know, like just make it known that you're a fan, you know, before you just, you know.
No, I can't. No, that's for real. The PTSD is real. And I'm happy that you're being honest about that. More artists are speaking up on that because you didn't start out as an artist. Like you had a life
hmm
and still
hmm
do outside of
hmm
that. So like you never know when people are on, especially during these times. Like
Yeah, yeah, of course. You know, it's always, you know, better to be.
I'm gonna see you like way down the road and I'm gonna be like, alone, alone. So like as I'm coming, you're gonna know.
I'm gonna know.
You're gonna know it's a fan, right? Right?
Yeah.
Just alone. I'm telling you, it's so you're laughing at me, but yo, it's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. So everyone, I want to say thank you so much, Baby Marky, for like joining me tonight.
Of
And
course.
don't waste no time with negativity. Here at Downtown, we also say eat fruit and mind your business. We definitely did that. And I want to ask you one more question before we go, because it is Mental Health Week for men. I'm not week, sorry, month. And I just want to know like what your stance is on mental health. Like, does it mean anything to you? Or if it does, what does it mean?
I don't know. It's definitely a real thing. I feel like a lot of people just try and block it out, you know, like especially for guys. Like I feel like people are just like, whatever, you know, like you're a guy, you could just get over it. But I don't know. That's just real, you know? So everyone that has like deals with mental health issues deserves to be respected. Like, you know, like it might not be the best time in their life, but you know, just show them the respect, you know, they'll get through it.
1,000.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some rich people and then, you know, life happened and now like they're outside, living outside.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I rate them the same way. No different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For real. That's how it has to be. Like you just gotta, you know, everyone's human. Like people are just still human, you know, even if they're just different than you.
Facts. I really rate that. So I want to say thank you again. This was like a great conversation. Everyone make sure to support Baby Marky. And we just gonna drop it one more time.
Let's get it.
Many times I let him stab me in my back, and I just wanna see this money in a bag. Got me in
Got me yeah, on my jeans and I stack. I'm a splash.
So y'all gotta go stream that Alone Baby Marky out
Run it
now.
up, run it up.
Follow him, One Baby Marky. Support this king.
About to go
And
downtown.
Downtown K.